see it. Now you don't.
Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the New York Yankees.
Make some money, spend some money, make it back, or some more. It's a go, go, go. It's a go, it's a go. If you know, then you know. If you don't, then you don't.
John Shelby, Chris Singleton with you. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, dude. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. Our starter in this one, Max Fried. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Austin Slater leading things off and takes a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Let's take a look at our lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. And there's a ball.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 away. Jacob Marcy, the next to hit. Hitless in the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Ball.
It's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, the shortstop.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Otto Lopez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. There goes the runner.
And
Pitch in
2.
for a strike.
No,
Safe at second
he's in
with a
there.
stolen base.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Man at second. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And the 0-2. On the ground right side. Sends it to first. That's the inning. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. This is Yankees baseball on the Show NYC. Back here in New York and getting the start for Miami, Chris Paddock. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. They'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Foul ball there.
Ball.
Out towards right center field. Marcy has a beat on it. And there's one away. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored. And you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Marcy moving under this one. And there's 2 down. Bellinger up to hit.
The left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. Carrying well. And brings it in at the wall.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
And we're back. Who doesn't love a rubber match, Siggy? This game is big for both these teams. It's early, but we have a tight one so far.
Yeah, Boog, anytime you're trying to take a series, there's a little extra juice in the dugout. Everyone wants that edge.
Heriberto Hernandez leading things off and takes a strike. That one not close. Ball 1. Our plate umpire, Freddie Ferguson. High fly ball, right field. Judge drifts towards it. 1 away. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
2 away now. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
No, that's inside.
Second inning here, no score. Next one misses, and the count is even 2-2. And it goes just foul. Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through, and that extends the inning.
Batting 8, the catcher.
Liam Hicks now at the plate. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. That one's in there. 0-1. Hicks matched a homer in his last game. Foul ball. Edwards leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. And there's a foul ball. Rice handling the duties at first, batting in the cleanup spot. And so far this year, he's slugging over 500. This one in the air, center field. Marcy settles underneath it. And there's one down. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Giancarlo Stanton with a blast. Third home run of the season. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
One down. So up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
That one lifted to left. Hernandez on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. That's out number 2.
28,
Austin Wells getting ready to hit. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7.
Outside. That's a ball.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
That's a ball.
Fastball for a strike. Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off. 2-2. Next offering is outside. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hernandez under this one. And that is the third out of the inning. Giancarlo Stanton flexing that big-time power swing. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back at Yankee Stadium and at the plate for Miami, Javier Sanoja. Max Fried will go to work.
Ball. That's low.
And that one clips the corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Jackknifes out of the way. Fouls one off. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one
That's
missing inside. foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And that's a strikeout looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Back to the top of the Miami order. Now it's the right fielder, Austin Slater.
Yeehaw!
And that one is lifted in the air. Judge on his way over. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall.
Up next,
and here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Ramirez.
Now it's going to be Agustin Ramirez. Flied to right his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That misses the zone, and 1-1.
That's inside. That's a ball.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Rice settles under it. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They trail here 1-0. As we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Caballero. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ryan McMahon will hit next. 2 for 6 so far in the series.
That missed. That's a
If you're
ball.
going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Check swing, and he went. And the count is 1-1. Fastball for a strike. McMahon wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Man at second. That one catches the corner. Struck him out looking. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Trent Grisham, the next to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Yeehaw!
One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third.
That's a ball.
Way out front for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Fights it off. He'll see another. Runner at second here. One gone. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And misses inside. Chopper right side. The throw to first. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate. Here's Judge now. He's 0 for 1.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Ball out.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the third and final game of the series. Swings through that one. Inside.
No, that's in.
And it's 2-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Outside low. 3-2 now. Cody Bellinger on deck for the Yankees. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez moving under it. And the inning is over. So a leadoff double, but they can't cash it in. On to inning number 4. Yankees 1 and the Marlins nothing. You're watching. New inning getting started. And now for the Marlins, Jacob Marcy.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The 0-2. And ball 1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The 1-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. One down. Now here is Otto Lopez. Grounded out his first time up. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins. Flied to right his first time. Hit hard, base hit. Lopez headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
All over that one right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Graham Pauley now at the plate. And that one fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And a swing and a miss.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have.
That's the third. Over to Jazz. There's one. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
the way that I walk, all in the way that I talk. Touchdown and bringing in flavor. That spice is coming in.
Bottom of the fourth, and stepping in for New York, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
On the ground right side, Edwards tosses to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 22.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Fly to center his first time. Clips the corner, and it's 0-1. In the air out to center, Marcy. Long run, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there are two down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Tap foul at the plate. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss, and that is that. So the Yanks go in order, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And a bunt towards third. And that's foul. Just foul. There's a strike.
Two.
Misses inside. 1-2 to count.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
And that skips into dirt. A little bit high.
Nope.
Full count now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Stays alive. And ball four there. Tying run is on base.
Up next for the Marlins, the catcher, number 34, Liam.
At the plate, Liam Hicks. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. But he's saved. Tying run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next pitch is outside. Back to first, and he's saved. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. 2-2 on the way. Chopped on the ground. Chisholm in plenty of time to first. 1 away here in the 5th. So now with 1 away and a man at second, Javier Sanoja digs in now.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
0-2 now. That's inside.
No, that missed.
That's a really good take.
Line drive, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score and they've tied it. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here's Austin Slater.
Hey!
One out and a runner at second. In the air, out towards left center. Grisham gets under it. Out number 2.
Man, he had to go such a long way to track that one down. Outstanding effort. If he doesn't get there, then that run from second basically walks in. Instead, he just moves up one base with 2 outs.
Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Just missed. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Got him swinging for the K. They limit the damage here. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. Last half of the 5th coming up. This is Yankees baseball on the Show NYC. Back at the ballpark, rubber match alert, Singy. 2 teams who really want this one, and it shows. Tie game, and we're right in the thick of it.
Yeah, you can sense both teams treating every at-bat with postseason intensity. Nobody wants to give an inch.
This one in the air, center field. Edwards under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Flied to left his first time. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez settles underneath it, and a couple of quick outs. Jose Caballero getting ready to hit. Doubled in his first AB.
Caballero
Gets under it and pops it up. Edwards should have this one. That is the inning. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
Chase me, but I wouldn't mind it if you give me just a little bit of something we can work it.
So digging in, Jacob Marcy.
The center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
Hey!
And a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 0-2. Swing and he breaks his back. Fires over to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Otto Lopez. On the ground to Jazz. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder.
So up next, Heriberto Hernandez. 1 for 2. Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busted down the first baseline, beat the throw pretty easily. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So digging in, Graham Pauley. And he swings over the top there.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
That misses.
That's a ball.
And it's 1-1.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it, even when he misses.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Back in New York, where we go bottom 6. Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees.
McMahon.
And a foul ball.
You know, these Yankees just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
The 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. That one off the mark.
That's high.
2 balls, 2 strikes the count. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. So the batting order turns over. Now here's Trent Grisham.
Number 12, Trent Grisham.
That's a little bit low. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Ball to strike. The pitch. Out to short. Lopez. Throws to first in time. Play is made. 2 out.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Slater under it. And that'll do it. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. Score remains deadlocked at 1. We're back, and here we go, Singy. Late innings tie ball game, rubber match of the series. Couldn't ask for more.
Yeah, Boog, 2 hungry teams coming down the stretch. Let's see who steps up. Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
0-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one misses. Ball one. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging for the strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. He was late there. Strike 1.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Line drive. And
that's a foul.
Foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Edwards not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge. Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Offense held in check there. 7th inning stretch time. All tied 1-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, set for the last half of the 7th. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. That catches the top part of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Chris Paddock gives way, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Righty reliever out of the pen, Anthony Bender. Go ahead run on base. Ben Rice will hit next. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
That's inside. Ball.
Swing and a foul out of play. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Makes the turn at second, heads for 3rd. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. He's already homered in this game. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
There's a swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Here's a 2-2. Slider
Ball
misses outside. 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is a big first out. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout in a spot where they really needed one.
Now there's a bullet down the line, and it stays fair. One runs in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So two in scoring position with one out. Austin Wells, the next to hit.
No, that's out.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. It'd be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
Nice grab. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Yankees.
Now it's the shortstop, Jose Caballero. Now one missed.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Traffic on the bases with one already in. Here the bottom of the seventh. That just misses, and a count 2-1. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Base hit into right center. One runs in. Another comes in to score. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. 8th inning coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Marlins 1. You're watching Yankees.
Now,
welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tim Hill. Javier Sanoja now at the plate.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Hill, in his 8th season, he features a sinker, a 4-seamer, and he works in a slider.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Throws it away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
next for the Marlins, the right fielder.
So back to the top of the order. Austin Slater stands in. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. In the air to left center. Bellinger on the move to the alley. He makes the grab.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
That one ripped, but foul.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Going 2 now. Just missed. Good job to fight that one off. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
In the air, right field. 2 down. Jacob Marcy getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off.
That missed. That's a ball.
On the ground to third. McMahon fires over to first. Inning over. 1 left for Miami, and they trail it 4-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jansen Junk. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. There's 0 for 2 and a pair of strikeouts.
Here.
McMahon thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. And the 1-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
The wind to kick to 2-0. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Two and 1 now. Outside of the breaking ball. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And here's a 3-2. That one misses.
Nope, ball 4.
So
Take your base.
Walk.
Next for the Yankees.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. 0 for 3 in this one. Miami's bullpen with some action. John King, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Fauché also getting ready. That one fouled off. Yankees up by 3. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Not close with that one. Ball 1. In the dirt. Hard hit to right center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. They're waving McMahon home. The relay, he's safe. It's 5-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Aaron Judge at the plate. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. Ball 1, no strikes. That one out to right. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The relay throw.
Oh, he's in there.
And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the flyout with 1 away. Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish.
Cody Bellinger.
In the air, left side. And makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He'll score the sac fly. It's 6-1. So no one on after the sac fly. Ken Rice digs in now. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Two down, nobody on. Chop to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Through 8 full, Yankees out in front, 6-1. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Yarbrough.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Lopez leading things off and takes a strike. Here's the 0-2. Just
that missed. That's the ball.
Lopez
what you got?
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And no swing, says Joe McDonald. Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Didn't seem like that one found his zone. Here's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. And they'll do it again. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder, Heriberto.
Here's the left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Judge going back, has room, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman.
Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
Makes the grab. Marlins down to their final out. Xavier Edwards, the next to hit. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Here's 0-1.
That's a ball.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Lopez around third. He'll score. It's 6-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
So runner at second, 2 down. Liam Hick. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, David Bednar.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. Hammered down the right side, the foul. Bednar is just 1 strike away. That one is absolutely belted. And foul ball. And on second, 2 down. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again.
He's a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Taps softly to the right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Big game for each team, but even more critical for the home team. This swing game, they win the rubber match of the series, take 2 out of 3, feel really good about winning this one. They look ready for the next series.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.